what you said. Like, I've never understood that. It is true. We do treat females and males in the household, the boy and the girl, right? Completely different. So why is it? Kultun, is there like, as a woman, right? As a young lady, do you have brothers?
Yes.
You do have brothers.
Yeah.
Perfect. How is it? We know how it was different because we all have experienced it, right? Especially if you have brothers. But why? Why were they keeping an eye on you more and have their hand around you, right? So making sure you came home on time, your curfew's different, the expectation of your grades might be different than your brother, whatever the case may be, keeping you away from the opposite sex as opposed to your little brother might be talking to a girl and that's cool, right? Yeah. Why are those, what is this?
Unfortunately, I think that traditional expectations are different for girls and for boys, at least in the Somali community. I think for a girl, the parents are most likely worried about, okay, if she's out late and she's partying or whatever, and then, you know, God forbid, wala fula, or like something, gets raped or whatever, then it's no going back for her. She's kind of going to be like the community, like, I don't know, puppet. Everybody's going to start like shaming her and stuff. But for the guys...
So safety.
Yeah.
Safety.
And for the guys, I think it's more like some Somali parents, they think that their sons can sort of like survival of the fittest. They think that, okay, you know, if they go out, you know, they're gonna find their way around things. You know, they might do something, but I know that like they're gonna be able to sort of like they have that aggressive nature, like Zainab was saying, and they're able to sort of fight whatever comes their way.
Yeah. So he can take care of himself.
Yes, exactly. And I think also like for these little young boys that are going to school and being stigmatized, I think it comes back to also like say they don't have a father figure, and it's true. Some of them don't. Some parents, you know, there's two parents in the house. Sometimes it's a single parent. Some of these kids, like I feel. First of all, in Somali communities, I feel like there's no such thing as co-parenting. And I've been saying this for so long. I feel like Somali parents, when they get divorced, the father is out, or not to stigmatize, but also the mother is out. But I don't feel like they continue to work together for the sake of the children. I think it's kind of like the father starts another family, or he goes away to Somalia or whatever, and the mother's left with the children. And now she can't truly be the mother and the father. She can try her best, but the son needs a father figure there. So and in the Somali community, we don't have a lot of uncles and stuff or people who are going to help out, step up. So what happens is that these Somali boys start finding refuge in, like, you know, the gang members in the community. That's their father figure now, you know, and then they go work for them. And then later on, they graduate to the level where they're the ones selling the drugs and they're teaching it on. So it's sort of like a ripple effect.
So they're using that drug dealer as a mentor, as their leader.
Absolutely.
Because there's not a father figure in the household. Your audience. Who's your audience? Who are you trying to target?
The youth. And so that's like a question that I actually had for you was, and everybody can answer this, what is a youth? Because a lot of people are saying, we're not seeing young faces. This campaign has actually been the only campaign that I've ever seen. I've been working with the community for the past 9 years, and it's been the biggest turnout that I've seen of young people. At the number that you guys have seen, is the biggest number that I've ever seen come out and be a part of this. So something that we wanted to just clarify today is, okay, there's youth. Who is a youth? What is the age of a youth? Right? So we've connected with the high school students, we've connected with college students and university students, but at the same time, we also have people that are in our campaign that are the recent graduates, the professionals. You have your lawyers, you have your social workers, we have nurses that are a part of this, you have an entire IT team that's a part of this. So that's the age group that goes into 35, 36, where you're well established right now, you got your career going on. Those are people that are a part of our team. But people are saying, oh, this is over 30. No. So you have like up to like 37-year-olds that are a part of this. But these are our mentors. So we have like these pyramids that we're building up. We want our high school students. Yes, we want you to be in it. Yes, we want you to get mobilized within your high school. You're going to Kipling Collegiate. You're going to Scarlet. Scarlet's closing now. You're going to York. Remember, you're George Harvey. You're Somali. We want you to form something. Start mobilizing. The colleges, we want them to do the same thing. The high schools, we want them to do the same thing. And then we want to do mentoring. So we're connected.
I'm overwhelmed, right? As an individual, I'm just a taxpayer, guys. I'm a person that goes to work, comes back home, and tries to save, and then buys something one day, right? That's what we are. We're just working minions in this world. So where I'm overwhelmed is that they're choosing this life. Like I feel like this, and I should not generalize again, but individuals really have to take responsibility for their life. I take responsibility for my life. Do you know how many illegal things I want to do, guys? First of all, when somebody pisses me off, I'd like to take them out, but I can't. So right there, I can't touch you. I abide by the laws because I have to, right? I go to work, I do my job, I smile to my boss, and I'm in the system. But if you choose to come out of that cycle, right, where you just work and whatnot, if you choose to do something that's illegal, you got to take responsibility for your life. And then on top of that, this is not the first time it's happened. It's not the second time it's happened. This is, you said hundreds of cases. Hundreds of cases. We are very interconnected in our community. You know, Ahmed, he passed away. Hassan, Liban, Umar, you hear the stories.
Yeah.
Nobody stops to think and go, ooh, that's 3 cousins and 2 brothers. I'm out the game, man. End of story. I don't care what it is. I'll go on welfare, I got it. I don't care.
There's no deterrent. It's like the whole theme of, you know, a cautionary tale doesn't exist within that community. It's not a thing.
So we do the 2-week RIP.
Yeah,
right?
because everybody thinks
and we move
they're
on.
above and beyond. They think they're smarter than what's going on. They think they can outsmart their enemies. They think they can outsmart the powers that be. I'm one of those guys. I swear to God, I thought, come on, that's not gonna happen to me, because it's you're in the abyss. You're not looking around. You're looking left. You're looking left and right. That's it.
Yeah.
You see your enemies and your money.
Yeah.
That's your relationships.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
So there's no.
They're really in the game, man.
Yeah. You're so in the abyss. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay, can
And
I
I-
ask a question?
Yeah.
So when you were in this abyss and you're in the game, was there anybody talking to you to try to get you out of that?
Yeah, but tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Okay.
Everything's they carry good.
See,
good
I think
stuff.
one of the problem is that we're talking about the Somali community, which exists figuratively,
Right.
but it's not there literally. Like our community is, like, I'm going to say it, it's trash.
Right.
It's absolute trash.
Right.
And when you're talking about fathers, and when you're talking about families, and you're talking about the duxies that we go to, like, we are so separated. It is ridiculous. And then to speak just lightly on the father issues, right? Like, where you're having family members that are coming who are displaced by a war.
Right.
That's trauma, that's PTSD, that's mental health. No one's talking about that. Then you're going to raise kids and you're attributing another identity, right? Because we as Somali people have always grown up to think that we're just Somali, right? But as race politics in Canada indicates that we're black as well. So that's a learned identity that we kind of have to manage through the system now too.
Yeah. And that was sometimes we reject, by the way.
Which we reject because, but it makes sense only because of the fact that race did not exist in Somalia. Because we were Somali. It was a unified look, right? And then race politics is completely different when you look at different areas from like the global north and the global south.
Right.
You're having fathers who have not addressed any of their mental health, or the mothers that have addressed any mental health.
Right.
Anybody that's seeing violence of any form, that's trauma, you need to address it.
Right.
You're coming here, again, like doctors, lawyers, they do exist, but we even as youth don't even recognize that our parents were something back home. We don't even believe in a back home. Like, where's our faith in our back home? So how are we going to have faith in our youth now when we have little, like, no community building skills whatsoever? We don't even have any knowledge or recollection of what our culture is, what our deen is, what our back home is. And like, it's a huge problem when you're saying that, like, I don't know what to do. I'm just paying my bills. I'm just doing this and that. That's part of the problem. Like, we're taking ourselves out of the community, and we need to focus back on community building.
Got it. And you know, they say if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going.
Exactly.
Right.